The flying winger opened his Premier League account against Fulham on Monday. Chelsea star Michael Mudryk is reportedly defying team orders by continuing to go all out in the gym. There had been fears among players and staff at Stamford Bridge that the Ukrainian had been overexerting himself in an attempt to make an impact with the Blues. Mudryk's questionable form since signing from Shakhtar Donetsk in January has never been a question of work rate or application. The £88 million man is a picture of pace and hard work down the left flank whenever called upon by Mauricio Pochettino. But wayward touches and poor finishing have so far prevented Mudryk from realizing his full potential in West London. So eager is the 22-year-old to make his mark, reports indicate that he was pushing himself too hard in the gym, and he had been urged to tone it down. Back in September, Mudryk was believed to be seeking out extra gym sessions away from his usual routine at Chelsea's Cobham training complex. It appears as though the youngster has opted not to take the guidance on board, as an unnamed Chelsea player told the Daily Mail last week. He is trying so hard, it is like he is in the gym every hour of the day. Tonney has sent Chelsea supporters into a frenzy on social media after the Brentford striker scored in a behind-closed-doors friendly against Serie B outfit Como. The 27-year-old striker was heavily linked with a move to Stamford Bridge at the end of last season, but, after receiving an 8-month ban from football for breaching Football Association betting rules in the summer, a transfer collapsed. Despite having not played in the Premier League since May, Tonney continues to attract plenty of interest from some top clubs in Europe. The England international will be eligible to make his full return to action on January 16th, however his first competitive game back for the Bees won't be until January 30th against Tottenham. According to Fabrizio Romano, Brentford are expected to demand between £50 million to £60 million for Tonney's signature in January. The Italian journalist has stated that the striker wants to leave the Bees, recently appointing a new agency to take care of his future. Ahead of Brentford's clash against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Saturday afternoon, Thomas Frank was asked what it's like having Tonney back at the club. He replied, "I spoke to him just before and told him to enjoy it. You could see he enjoyed getting out there to play football. He did what Ivan does, which is score a goal. It was very good to see him happy." Nottingham Forest boss Steve Cooper has revealed he had a chat with Chelsea earlier this week after questions continue to be asked over the plan and progress of talented midfield loanee Andre Santos. 7 games into the season and the 19-year-old is yet to play a Premier League game after matching the temporary switch to the Midlands. Santos arrived at Stamford Bridge as one of the first incomings in the youth recruitment drive started by Todd Bowley Clearlake Capital in January, following on from a messy summer window. His move from Brazilian side Vasco da Gama was greeted with great optimism, having built up a reputation as one of the most impressive players in his age group. His price, just £12 million, was seen as a steal at the time for a teenager already captaining his country 2 age groups above, and he went on to star in the Under-20 World Cup in May and June, scoring twice and assisting once on the way to the quarterfinals. It left him in a state of flux upon returning to Chelsea after the end of the 2023-24 season, with Mauricio Pochettino coming in as the new manager, the second permanent man in charge since Santos arrived. Now, having played a sizable role in preseason, he is on loan at Nottingham Forest as he looks to build experience in England. Chelsea have been given a major boost to their hopes of finally signing Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus. The 23-year-old striker was heavily linked with a move to Stamford Bridge in the summer as Mauricio Pochettino looked to further bolster his front line. But a transfer to West London failed to materialize, so the Blues turned their attention to Nicholas Jackson instead. While the former Villarreal star has shown glimpses of promise, he struggled to find the net since arriving in the Premier League, picking up more yellow cards than he has scored goals. As for Vlahovic, he's enjoyed a brilliant start to the Serie A campaign. The Serbia international has featured 6 times for the Old Lady, scoring 4 and providing 1 assist. While he looks set to play an important role for Massimiliano Allegri's side this season, Juventus could very well offload him in the summer if they need to save some money. That's according to Gianluca Di Marzio, who's revealed that the Italian giants will be paying Vlahovic €25 million, £21.6 million, across the final 2 years of his contract, which expires in 2026. Speaking to Inside Sport, the transfer insiders said, "The situation for Vlahovic is that Juventus tried to do the swap deal with Chelsea, but it collapsed, and now they don't have Lukaku to get in this deal. Lautaro Martinez has insisted that he has no intention of leaving Inter Milan, handing Chelsea a major blow. The 26-year-old striker was briefly linked with a move to Stamford Bridge in the summer following the arrival of Mauricio Pochettino. Martinez, who sees his contract at the San Siro expire in 2026, has featured 7 times for the Nerazzurri in the Serie A this season, directly contributing towards 11 goals. The Argentina international's impressive performances have reportedly courted the interest of some top clubs around Europe, however his heart seems set on staying at Inter. "My agent is working on my new deal here at Inter," said Martinez, as quoted by Fabrizio Romano. "I'm very happy. I give my best for the club and my family also loves being here. I can't see any reason to change and join another club." At the end of last month, Martinez's agent also confirmed that the striker wants to stay at Inter. Speaking to TV Play, as quoted by Goal, Alejandro Camano said, "Lautaro doesn't want to hear anything other than Inter. Saudi Arabia is a market full of temptations and has had many proposals, but not only from there. When I tell him about these possibilities, he tells me, Inter ale, Inter. The sense of belonging is important and he has it in abundance here." To the project, to the team, Lautaro didn't listen to anything other than Inter. This summer the whole world talked about a possible transfer to another team, but the reality is that he decided to stay because he likes peace of mind and considers his team to be Inter. He is happy, he is the captain of the team, he is also expecting a child, we have to work so that he is always happy. I think renewal is a possibility. We talked about it with both Inter and Lautaro. He rejected many options because he wants to stay at Inter. Cole Palmer finally fulfilled the promise which he made during his time at Manchester City in Chelsea's 4-1 win over Burnley. The 21-year-old midfielder played a crucial role in the Blues' 5-goal thriller at Turf Moor on Saturday afternoon, picking up a goal and an assist. With Christopher Nkunku still nursing an injury which he suffered in preseason, Palmer has recently proven to be an excellent addition to Mauricio Pochettino's starting lineup. Late last month, the England under-21 international marked his first Chelsea start with an assist against Brighton in the Carabao Cup third round. Then, a couple of days later versus Fulham in the Premier League, Palmer teed up Armando Broja at Craven Cottage. However, despite the playmaker's incredible efforts to provide for his teammates in the final third, he struggled to find the net himself. But finally, 638 days after promising Pep Guardiola that he'll score in the English top flight, Palmer stayed true to his word with a maiden Premier League goal against Burnley. On January 7, 2022, the Chelsea ace produced an excellent display for City against Swindon Town in the FA Cup fourth round. After a superb assist for Bernardo Silva, who opened the scoring, and a great strike which found the top corner, Palmer spoke to ITV about scoring his maiden goal in the competition, and a clip of what followed quickly went viral on social media. He said, "I'm delighted. Prem soon come.